Hello and welcome to Xome. Today we will discuss the online real estate auction process. We will be covering the types of auctions you will find on Xome.com, how to search for properties, the bidding process, and understanding your personal dashboard. On Xome.com you will find 6 different auction types, beginning with bank-owned auctions. These auctions will contain real estate-owned properties otherwise known as REOs. An REO is a property owned by a lender after an unsuccessful sale at a foreclosure auction. You will find both occupied and vacant properties in these events. Next is our newly foreclosed auctions. A newly foreclosed auction property, also referred to as a CWCOT property, is an exclusive REO property subject to a limited time discount from its appraised value. Following this, we have the non-bank owned and the residential auctions. These auctions are similar in they contain properties that are owned by a private entity, which are the non-bank owned auctions, or a current homeowner, which are the residential auctions. Next, we have the foreclosure trustee auctions. These are comprised of foreclosure sales whereby the lender is able to recover toward the amount owed on a defaulted loan by selling the property at a public auction, often at the county courthouse or other designated locations. These are all live events. Finally, we have our short sale auctions. A short sale property is a real estate sale in which the proceeds from the transactions are not sufficient to pay off the mortgage lien holder in full, but the lien holder has agreed to take an amount less than what is owed on the mortgage loan. Now that we have discussed the different auction types, I want to talk about reserves and buyer's premiums. A reserve is the price set by the seller that they are trying to reach during an auction. If the reserve is met, the property will sell that day. If a reserve is not met, the seller will review the highest bid and determine if they will accept, reject, or counter the bid. Next, the buyer's premium is a fee charged on selected properties. The buyer's premium is normally set at 5% or $2,500, whichever is greater. The amount is added to the total purchase price. Therefore, if you bid $100,000, your total purchase price will be $105,000. Properties that will never have a buyer's premium on them are the newly foreclosed properties. As you search properties, it will be clearly marked if a buyer's premium applies under the auction disclaimers. You will see it in the second bullet point. Let's move on to searching for properties. There are several ways to find properties you are looking for. Under the auction drop-down tab, you can go through the auction calendar or search auctions. For the auction calendar, you will find a list of all of the events with the auction start and end dates, and you'll see a view inventory tab. So let's start by looking at some properties here. We are in the Northeast, and you will see there are a number of properties, 24 properties within this auction. This is one way for you to view the inventory and find properties you're looking for. Another way to search is to enter in an area that you would like to search for. Let's do this by typing in New Jersey, and then we can do additional filters. So if we want to remove the sold, auction ended, and coming soon, we simply click on the tabs. We can put our property type, and then we can create the Save Search. Under the Save Search, you can name it whatever you choose that will help you remember what you have. Click the Save button, and you have now created a search. Once you have this, you can look under your Save Searches. It will load and show you what you have. You can receive email notifications daily, weekly, or you can turn these off. You're also able to edit your search or remove your search if you choose to go to new locations. Performing due diligence is one of the most important steps in the auction process. During your due diligence, you will want to review the property details page, read the auction disclaimers along with the auction participation agreement, and review the sample documents such as the property facts reports and a sample contract. We also encourage you to pull preliminary title to see what liens may be on title that you may be responsible for. After you've completed your due diligence and decided on a property, next you will be bidding on a property. Now that you have found your property, there are two different ways that you can bid on a property. That is either during the pre-auction period, which is before the auction begins, or during the auction. To place a pre-auction offer, you simply will type in the amount that you're looking to pay, click pre-auction offer. It'll show you your offer amount, plus your buyer's premium and your total purchase price. Next, to place a bid during the auction, you will see that there is a current bid amount of $49,500 with a bid increment of $2,500, making the next bid available $52,000. If you're comfortable with that price, you will click Bid Now. Once you do that, you will see what the current bid is, what the bid increment is, what your bid is, the buyer's premium, and what your total purchase price will be. Once you place your bid, you will receive a congratulations, you are the highest bidder. It will show you your bid amount, the buyer's premium, and the total purchase price again. Once you click OK, the bidding can continue. If you are outbid, you will receive notification that you have been outbid and what the next bid amount is, and you can continue to bid on the auction. Please remember that when you bid during an auction, the highest price that you put in is the price you are willing to pay once the auction concludes. Upon conclusion of the auction, if you are the highest bidder, you must complete your checkout form. To complete the checkout form, you will simply see Submit Checkout Form. When you click on Submit Checkout Form, you are filling out the buyer's information for this property. You can create checkout forms and save them and select from them, or you can create a new one at the time. You will simply answer the questions that best describe you, complete the information, Once you've completed the checkout form and hit continue, your legal disclosures will come up. We ask you to please read through these disclosures and agree to them. Once you hit continue again, you will be in the review stage. You'll want to qualify that you have filled in all of the proper information, and once you have done that, you simply click Submit. When reviewing your personal dashboard, you will see your bidding history, your contracts, pre-auction offers, and any favorites that you do have or save searches. While you're bidding, you will see if you are winning an auction, if you've been outbid, and what has been completed. When you've been outbid, you will have an indicator here. You can click on those, and if you look at the increments and choose to go further with the bidding process, you will just follow the steps. Next, under your contracts, you will have your pending checkout forms that we discussed earlier, any contracts that you need to execute, and others that are in progress. Your dashboard, you can see, has plenty of information and will get you through the site very quickly to get to the items that you need to address. It's important to note that if you are the winning or high bidder on a property and you decide not to move forward with the transaction, that your account can be subject to suspension or deactivation. So it is pertinent that you complete your due diligence and only bid the amount that you are able and willing to pay. Now that we've walked through the online auction process on Xome.com, I'd like to open the floor up to Q&A. And if you have any questions in regards to the site, the bidding process, or need further information, we have a team of account executives available for you to contact.